South Korea is a fascinating country, famous for its bustling cities, traditional temples, delicious food, K-pop culture, and beautiful landscapes. Cities like Seoul, Busan, Incheon, and Jeju Island attract millions of tourists each year. South Koreans are generally welcoming and polite, but there are certain behaviors from tourists that can stand out and not in a good way. If you want to enjoy your trip and show respect, here are the top things that annoy locals, with tips on how to avoid them. But first, welcome to Travel Wisdom. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have you visited South Korea? Which of these habits did you notice other tourists doing, or maybe even yourself? Please tell us in the comments. Now, let's get started. Number 1. Ignoring table manners. Dining etiquette in South Korea is deeply ingrained. Talking loudly while eating, sticking chopsticks upright in rice, which actually resembles a funeral ritual, or leaving large amounts of food uneaten, can be offensive. Sharing dishes is common, and using your personal chopsticks to take food from communal plates is considered bad manners. In traditional meals, elders usually start eating first, and waiting shows respect. Tip: learn the basics of Korean table manners. Don't stick chopsticks upright, try a bit of everything, and wait for elders to start before you dig in. Using serving utensils for shared dishes also shows awareness. Number 2. Being loud in public spaces. South Koreans value calmness in public. Speaking loudly in subway cars, buses, or cafes can really stand out, especially in Seoul, where quiet commuting is the norm. Even small groups laughing excessively can attract negative attention. Tip: keep your voice moderate, especially in indoor or crowded public spaces. Observe how locals interact and try to match their tone. So, respect for elders is really central to Korean culture, and it's deeply rooted in Confucian traditions. Ignoring this, like speaking over older people, not giving up your seat on public transport, or addressing elders too casually, can definitely be considered disrespectful. Simple gestures, such as saying annyeonghaseyo politely or offering your seat, show that you're aware of these cultural norms. A tip? Be mindful of hierarchy, use polite language, and show deference to older people, especially in formal or public settings. Whether you're at a cafe, subway ticket counter, bus stop, or museum, South Koreans take cues very seriously. Jumping the line or trying to push ahead can cause immediate irritation, even if you didn't mean any harm. Even small things like stepping ahead while someone counts their change or placing your bag to save a spot can be frowned upon. So, always wait your turn patiently and follow the local cues. And a polite "excuse me, silyohamnida," when you're navigating lines, can really help you avoid misunderstandings. Korean temples like Bulguksa in Gyeongju or Jogyesa in Seoul are truly sacred spaces. Loud talking, taking selfies in inappropriate areas, or wearing revealing clothes can be seen as disrespectful, and that's something you'll want to avoid. Temples are also often home to monks and local worshippers who expect visitors to behave respectfully. Here's a tip: dress modestly, keep your voice low, follow signs, and observe how locals behave, and always ask before taking photos in sensitive areas. Taking photos without permission is something to be mindful of. Tourists often snap pictures of locals, especially in traditional villages, markets, or during cultural performances. But honestly, this can feel intrusive, particularly for older people or women who may not want their photo taken. Here's a tip: ask politely or take pictures from a distance, and if someone seems uncomfortable, don't insist. Respect for privacy really goes a long way. Ignoring trash and recycling rules is a big no-no in South Korea. The country has strict rules for waste disposal and recycling. Littering, mixing trash types, or leaving items outside designated bins is a major cultural faux pas. In Seoul, you'll notice color-coded bags and bins for specific types of waste, and fines for violations are actually pretty common. A tip? Pay attention to the rules for trash and recycling. Many places have clear signage, so just observe what locals do and follow suit. Disrespecting personal space can make things awkward, even in crowded cities. South Koreans value personal space, and standing too close, touching strangers without consent, or being overly casual in public spaces can feel uncomfortable for folks. This includes elevators, public transport, or lines. So here's a tip: be aware of distance, especially in crowded areas. Avoid leaning on people or physically encroaching, and take note of how locals position themselves in public. While South Korea is super technologically advanced, being glued to your phone during meals, social interactions, or cultural experiences can come across as pretty rude. In restaurants, cafes, and even in more traditional settings, people expect you to engage with those around you, so try to put your phone aside during meals or cultural activities. Engaging with your surroundings shows respect and lets you enjoy the experience fully. South Korea is a really welcoming country, but being aware of local customs and social norms makes a big difference in how your visit is received. Respecting table manners, cues, temples, personal space, and elders will help you avoid awkward situations and let you enjoy a more authentic experience. Tourists who adapt to these habits often find South Koreans warm, friendly, and eager to share their culture, and your trip will be smoother and more memorable because of it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have you visited South Korea? Which of these habits did you notice other tourists doing, or maybe even yourself? Please tell us in the comments. See you in the next video. Bye.